All right, two more. So number 15 says the foundation of your house has about 1,200 termites. The termites grow at a rate of 2.4% per day. How long until the number of termites doubles, right? So we're looking for that number. How long will it take to double? Well, if our starting value is 1,200, what value are we looking for at the very end? We're looking for 2,400, right? We want it to double. So our initial value is 1,200. It is growth, so it's 1 plus. And 1 plus what? It is 2.4%, which changes to 0.024. So 0.024. And we know that this is going on to the power of time. So we want to know when this number changes to this number. So we're going to do that in our calculator in the table, or we're going to do it in y equals so we can look at a table. So we have our initial amount of termites, 1,200 times 1.024 to the power of x. Okay, now we need to look at a table, and we're looking for when that number turns from 1,200 to 2,400. So I'm already down here from our last equation, and we're going to keep going down until we hit 2,400. So you may be tempted to say 29 because it's close, but it doesn't hit 24 until 30. So our answer would be 30. So how long until that? And then we're talking about it grows that per day. So our answer would be, for number 15, would be 30 days. So it takes 30 days for our population to grow from 1,200 to 2,400. All right. Number 16 it says is number 1 in station 6. All we're doing is we're going to graph, and really I'm going to show you how to do it in your calculator. So it says, I should have changed the name of this city. Ugh. In 1985, there were 285 cell phone subscribers in the small town of Ugh. The number of subscribers increased by 75% per year after 1985. How many cell phone subscribers were in Ugh each year since 1985? Complete the table and graph your results. So this is a perfect thing to do in your calculator. By the way, if you look at the table, it says years since 1985. Years since 85. And then it says 0, right? It says 0 right there. So what year is that? If it's years since 1985, what is year 0? What is year 1? What is year 2? On and on and on. Okay. What are all those years? Well, year 0 is the first year. It's 1985. That's when we took the measurement of 285 cell phones. Number of cell phones. Okay, so 1986 would be 1 year of measurement to find us our next value. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this in our calculator. And it says go all the way to 9. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to kind of graph it and look at it. All right. The equation was, it increased by, what was it? Original was 285, so f of x is equal to 285, and it says it increased by 75% per year, so 1 plus 0.75. That's what 75% is. To the power of t, or time, or x, if you're about to type it in your calculator. So y equals 285 times 1.75. That's a very drastic increase. It's going to almost double, right? And then to the power of x. So we look at our table to fill this puppy out. We got to scroll up from our last equation. All right. So we have decimal places. If you can see that, we have decimal places. Do we include those? Do we exclude those? This is basically talking about subscriptions and or people. So we're not going to include those numbers. It's basically a population of cell phones, right? So we're not going to include the decimal places. So our first one was 285. Our second one was 498. So 0 and 1, 2 is 872. 3 is 1,527. 4 was 2,673. 5 was 4,677. 6 was 8,186. 7 was 14,326. 8 was 25,070. And then I'm going to do 9 up here and down here. 9 was 43,872. Yay. So let's go ahead and hit graph on that. And that's a huge number. So we're going to hit zoom. And then we're going to go down to fit. If we had to create our own graph, we would just plot these points at 0, 285, 1, 498, on and on and on. I don't feel like making a giant graph like that, but let's just look at it on our calculator here. It gets really big, really fast. I don't know if you can see that, but that number right there represents 285. Okay, and let's look at what each tick mark is. So this number up here is 39,000. Each time I move my little tick mark, let's see, that's about 1,600. So each tick mark is about 1,600 in population. So that increases super fast, super duper fast. All right. So that kind of squares up today's practice. It's day 4 stations. Friday is Good Friday. So day 5 will start over on Monday. I'll repost it for Monday. And also they're asking us to only do 4 lessons per week. So you'll have Fridays off every Friday. But we'll also do 4 Google Classroom questions every week. So please make sure you're paying attention. Please make sure you're inputting your answer. Once again, if you have any questions, ask them in the Google Classroom comment section. Do not direct message them to me. I can't find them in the massive amount of emails, especially now that we're working solely online. Okay? Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all later.